lifetimes, and who knows how many, he still wrestles and yada, yada, yada. And in theory, actually, well, it's not even in theory, at different times and timelines, John Cena wrestled himself and defeated himself. Because, again, there were so many John Cenas. I know it's confusing. I know it's making your brain go crazy. But the answer is yes, there are still sports. It's mainly used for an enjoyment. Bets are still placed on sports by trillions of people, but it's not a bet of money. And if in certain societies and cases it is money, it ultimately does not harm anyone. And back in your day, there was something called socialism. What we have in our universes is not socialism. It's not capitalism. It's not socialism. The best terminology that one could use, if you wanted to make it as a political ideology, well, we have a name for it, but I don't think you would understand it. It's called beingism, as in a human being, but beingism. That beings of all types matter and must have what they need and must have what they want so they can live abundant lives. And no one is without an abundant life. So, again, it's a new, it's hard to explain, but yeah, sports still exist. As a matter of fact, sports became more widespread, obviously. So yeah, so you got your answer, okay? Can't believe he's 2 for 2. Alright, this is about Anthony B. You say he helps to save some lives in the future. What is the genesis for him to start to save those lives? Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Yes, Anthony B., or your Tony Walmart friend, does some pretty amazing things. What gets him moving? What motivates him? Well, first of all, he finds a great love within the next few years of your lifetime. It's 2012 for you. He finds his great soulmate no later than 2017. I can't give you a real date. I can't give you a year. Man, that's a cop-out. Don't get nasty with me, man. Calm down. I just gave you the information. So you can't tell me that. And I told you not to tell me that because I would know too much. Sometimes I like to slap myself. Think. In fact, you know what? I'm the one that told you in the future. And I feel like slapping myself. But you know what? I'm already starting to think I'm crazy. If I slap myself, I'll definitely think I'm crazy. So I can't do that. So I can't know exactly. No, that's just not right. I can't give it a year. It would be unfair to me to tell you because you may then tell him. And if you tell him, it could delay it by a few years or many years. There's certain things you cannot tell. Which, by the way, I know that you were talking to your friend on the phone because you, future, told me you did it. We are not too happy about it, but that's okay. I mean, I know that this is a lot for you, so we're cool with it. But yeah, tell your friend there's still sports and there's a lot of cool things going on. As for Tony Walmart or Anthony B., he saves a lot of lives. At least I'd say you almost got me. I can't tell you. You got mad at me for that back then. Let's just say that Tony does a lot of good things, and yes, he does become a wealthy man. He has a couple. I almost told you something. Let's just say he falls in love multiple times in multiple timelines in the future, but he really has a soul mate, which we're not going to get into at this particular visit, because if I explain you these other paradoxes of your soulmate, reincarnation, simultaneous existence, and all that, you're going to get all effed up. And I don't cuss, but all effed up. So, do you have any other questions? There were other questions I had for you, but frankly, I'm kind of at a loss for words right now. But I'm sure I'll have more questions for you soon. Why don't you just sit there and relax? Give me a few seconds. Maybe I can come up with another question. Oh, now I remember what I'm going to get you on. Now I remembered. You definitely might be caught. I know what it was. You remember how you said Hitler in the future is a good guy? Or would be a good guy, and then you said is. Hitler would have been dead by the future. So how could Hitler be good or bad? Son of a gun. Son of a gun! Well, don't get mad at me. I'm just giving you the message. Yeah, he's 3 for 3, okay? Well, wait a minute. No, he's 4 for 4. How did I should have never gone for that. No, I'm going to lose the bet for sure. Whew. All right, first of all, I really shouldn't tell you this. It's upsetting. But anyway, yes, Hitler was cloned way back in the 40s. Well, actually before World War II even, when he was starting to rise up in the popularity. And yeah, I know that you would like to kick his rear end, and he's a mass murderer, killed over 22, he was responsible for essentially 22 million deaths. He had the 6 million, unfortunately 6 million Jews, but there's a lot of other people that history did not record up until when we finally got everything straightened the heck out. As for how he could possibly be forgiven, and the answer to your question is how could he ever have a chance at becoming a good guy or going to heaven, that